Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Nomad Soul. I haven't played for a few weeks, a few reasons for that. Firstly, I've just not been that keen on playing, I mean that's the truth. I've also been playing Final Fantasy 15, which I've now finished, which, although it's a complete mess of a game, I did really enjoy it. I also had a wasp's nest in my chimney and it filled the whole room where my computer is with bees, wasps even. Just covered everything in soot. That was an absolute disaster that weekend. And my dad went into hospital, but he's okay now, so that's fine as well. Yeah, so sort of 3 or 4 weeks. Seems to be a pretty boring business here, being awakened. So the first thing I'll have to do is just talk to everyone in the base, get a grip with what I'm doing again. And I don't think I've got any outstanding missions at the moment. I think we've done all our missions, haven't we? Oh, is there no one here? I thought this was Jenna's room. Oh. It has been some time since I played.
I shall bestow on you a privilege that has been granted to few humans of your dimension. I shall teach you the rudiments of the ancient art.
What is the ancient art?
The art is the greatest power in the universe. It uses cosmic forces, telluric forces, dark forces. Some call it sorcery.
Oh, tell me about the art.
The art submits men and nature to the will of he who wields it. It is an extraordinary force for good, but also for evil.
How can I use this art?
In order to cast a spell, you must have 2 things. A sacred bowl, called a beshem, and a recipe. If you mix the right ingredients in the beshem, you will have made a spell.
Ah, sounds easy. Where can I find a beshem?
Beshems are extremely rare. The secret of their fabrication has been lost over the centuries. The only ones still remaining are those manufactured at the time of the Cobalt Wars. Perhaps one day you'll be fortunate enough to own one. In the meantime, you can study the art in my private library. Here's the key.
Are there other kinds of spells?
Yes, there are charged parchments which contain the power in themselves. You only have to use them to free the power. You can also make potions which will give you special powers.
Oh, thanks, Dakabar. I don't want to say any of the other things in that conversation tree. What do the strange signs on the doors mean?
They are very ancient magical signs. No one has ever been able to understand their full meaning. This place still holds many mysteries.
Okay, I'm going to examine them more closely. You'll see. See you later. Hi, Dakabar. I just came to see if everything's alright. Well, a game of conversations within the Nomad Soul. It almost works as well as the shooting and the fighting. Although I guess actually they work fine, they're just not very good. I've got a key, right? Come on, let's go. Oh, key's gone. Okay. This has not been a great success so far. We can't read either book that we found. We can't open the chest. The elevator is damaged, it doesn't work. Well, so far this has been a complete fucking washout. I don't know what to do with this. Ah, there's a book. Can I read that book? Yes. The Magic Signs of the Art. The Book of the Shems. No, that's the wrong way around. Oh, I don't know which of these I've done and which I haven't. We might have a lot of reading to do here. Oh, I'm going to have to check my old videos, I think. Still, the Book of Beshems, presumably that might have instructions to find a Beshem. Oh, there seems to be many more books here. It would take more than one life to read all these books. I wonder if I can find this audio track in the game directory and turn it down, because it's a lot louder than all the others. Life Potion. Dead Man's Tongue. Right, I think... Let's keep exploring. I'll read everything at the end, I think, because that way I can check in the last video what I've already read. Still, considering that it's a massive library, there's only 2 books we could pick up. And what's a Dead Man's Tongue? No idea. Presumably that's part of a recipe or something in those books.
In case you didn't notice, I'm not your mother. Stop hanging around me.
Have you ever thought about seeing a psychiatrist? I have nothing new to tell Krill. This guy's a fucking prick. That's where I just come from, isn't it? What's this way then? Ah, this is the boss.
Your mission was a success. Our revolutionary message was broadcast on all the Transcan screens in the city. Millions of Omicronians are now aware of our struggle. I would have given anything to have seen Reshev's face. Get some rest now. I'll inform you when there's another mission for you.
I'd rather not go back to Kale's apartment. The police or the demons are surely waiting for me there.
You're right. You can go to 8250 Conera Street in Jaunpur. It's one of our hiding places when agents need to lie low. Here are the keys.
Good plan, we'll do that. Thanks, Nantar. It doesn't look like there's anyone else here. I'm really confused as to where Jenna's apartment is. Is it not this one? Has she already left? This is the problem with leaving it 3 weeks between playing the game, I think. We can still go downstairs. A couple of downstairs isn't... Oh, wait, the robot's out. What are you doing out? Hello, Socks. Why are you not in a cage?
Hello. How's my friendly revolutionary? Did your mission go well? Are you satisfied with the KR-100 I sold you?
Yes. You're still having some humidity problems, I see.
Don't get me started. It goes from bad to worse. My printed circuits are bound for the trash can.
Yep. See you soon, Socks, in the trash can.
See you soon.
Hi, Meshcan.
So you are still alive, Nomad Soul. Have you come back to learn more about your future?
Yes, I brought you 10 rings. Tell me what you see in the wave.
I see a man who knows but will not say. I see someone powerful acting in darkness to destroy you. Remember, to get out of the cage, take on the appearance of your enemy.
So we need to reincarnate into a prison warden or something. Perhaps I should go get my reincarnation spell. Thank you, Meshcan. Do you have anything more to say, or you just want to fight? I came to say hello. Okay. I'd like to learn a new move.
I've taught you all you need to know. Now you must learn on your own and develop through experience. There are also books where you can learn new techniques of tar combat.
Well, thanks for your advice, Yob. I'll see you later. I'm sure that's where Socks was. Right, let me get the book and make sure I haven't missed Jenna. 1 second. Right, okay. We're supposed to have used the insulating spray on you. Have I got the insulating spray? It's on a nearby table. I have a feeling I've already picked up an insulating spray. Perhaps I dumped it in a multi-plan somewhere. Let's see if I can go on multi... There's one there. And then we're supposed to use the insulating spray on Socks. Is there a clue? Protects electronic signals against humidity. Yes, there is a clue. We should have found that before now, probably.
I'm alive! I can breathe again! I feel as young as the day I was born out of an electrolytic bath. I wish to express my revolutionary gratitude. In witness thereof, take this magnificent hydromagnetic modular compression piston. A masterpiece, the absolute tops. And once again, thanks.
I have nothing to say to Socks, but now we can use this on the lift in the corner of the library. This is the library. Well, there's no clue about that. I probably wouldn't have got that, ever. Oh, there's loads of books up here. Amerford Jew. The Secret Rites of the Art. History of Xandar Temples. Ah. I never did Beggar's Pass or Jaunter's Pass, so I must have 2 more secrets to do somewhere. Ah, that's right, the Beggar's Pass didn't work. I tried to do it, didn't I? And I must have missed it on this playthrough or something. History of Xandar Temple. Ars Magica, Volume 37, I think that said. Sorcery, Politics, Religion. All of the books that are forbidden in Omikron. Nice. But I don't know if I was meant to pick up that one in the corner, but I couldn't. And there's more hidden behind that lift than there was publicly available. Right, let's see how I'm supposed to get into this chest then. Don't see how I'm supposed to get in the chest, but that's okay. We've got lots of reading to do. I know it's been a short episode, but I've got a lot of reading to stick on the end, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Come back for the next part of Nomad Soul. I know I've had a couple of weeks off, but I genuinely can not really read this poem at all. I don't think it's important, so I don't think it matters. But I just don't know what some of the words are meant to say. In the Alleys of La Harare by David Cass. Lost in the alleys of La Harare, I melt into the azure blue air, faceless in the milling foray, while sliders slide with awesome flair. Kana, water reflects my face, amid old stones long worn by time. Seeking a reflection on the bridge of lace, I catch a whiff of oghar and lime. I follow my steps to Lahangir, the garden of haunted lovers. The scent of flowers soothes my meaning here, with tastes of loud jousts and plumed plovers. The Green Book, the Gospel of Fyander. The revelation of the sacred rock purifies our hearts. It is the message addressed to us by the Supreme Being, from his steed to guide us towards appeasement of the soul. The quest for pleasure is the divine pathway, for when the void drinks our soul, nothing will remain of us except a memory. 1,000 blessings on Sharma the Prophet for passing on the sacred knowledge to us. Omikron News, the 37 aged 7216. Reshev exhibition. The Yavko Gallery is presenting a special exhibition devoted to the life and work of Legatee Reshev. The many talents of our enlightened leader are revealed in the hollow paintings of the Mauve period. His mastery of his art makes the Legatee one of the greatest geniuses of his time. Marriage lists. Today, Ix is to publish the latest list of decreed marriages. The joyful chosen ones will meet tomorrow on this occasion of the marriage ceremony. Let's all wish them much happiness. Civic duty. The only path is the one decreed by Ix. Ix alone knows what is good for us. It is pointless to try to think or reflect for ourselves. Ix knows. He watches over and protects us. Ix is our father. Omikron News, the 35th of Nivet 7216. Awakened bomb in Zone 7. Yesterday at the 4th hour a bomb exploded in front of Zone 7 HQ. The explosion caused extensive damage, but fortunately there were no victims. The sect of the Awakened claimed responsibility for this terrorist act. Once again they are using violence to disturb the happiness of Omikron citizens with their seditious ideas. Biography of the Enlightened Guide. The Ministry for Literature has announced the publication of a magnificent work devoted to the exemplary life of our beloved legatee Angus Reshev. This book, Biography of the Enlightened Guide, retraces the steps of our leader and shepherd who has devoted his life to the happiness of his fellow citizens. Landslide victory for the Giants. Yesterday evening the Giants won a massive home victory over the Gin Pans with a score of 45-2. The match was described as manly but fair. Massau Runes by Stein Var. Massau runes are one of the oldest known forms of writing and one of the most complex. They were undecipherable for a long time, until the discovery of the Jordan tablet in 6504. They had the same text in Odomet, Clamish and Massau. Since we were familiar with the first two languages, we were able to decipher Massau. This is the basis of the alphabet. Yep, I don't really want to have to face that. I'm sure we will at some point. I can barely read the actual font in the game. Code of Omicronian Laws, Volume 88, Article 20795. Jobs are allotted to each person at birth, in accordance with Ix's economic projections. The education of a child will depend on the occupation chosen by Ix. The chances of an individual failing to adopt are extremely low. However, should anyone prove unable to assume his or her role in society, psychic repackaging can be programmed in order to reinitialize them. Oh. The magic signs of the art. Sorcerers have a secret language based on magic signs. The meaning of most of these has been lost over the centuries, and with it, the fabulous knowledge of the magicians of Demon. Symbols relate to numbers and are of particular importance for magical purposes. These have survived to our day. There are no doubt others which may one day be discovered. 1 to 9. The Book of Beshems. The Beshem is the sacred bowl in which the ingredients of a spell must be mixed. It is a magic bowl that was made according to the secret rite of Yelamin. It is the melting point of the telluric and cosmic forces from which the art derives its power. The Beshem must be in harmony with the mantra, energy of the sorcerer it belongs to. Each Beshem can be tuned to any one spirit at a time. In order to use a Beshem, it must be attuned to the spirit of the sorcerer by means of the resonance ceremony. A spell can be created by mixing two ingredients in a Beshem. To do so, select the Beshem first, then add the two ingredients of the spell. The secret rites of the art, the resonance ceremony. Man grows up on the earth, the Beshem shines at the zenith. 3 drops of shadow fall from the ether. From the levant comes the cedar leaf. From the sunset comes the amber dew. Skull powder rots in the earth. 2 candles light the way between man and infinity. Okay, I'm sure that'll make sense at some point. This is clearly a list of items we need. We've got half of them. The history of Zendar Temple. Zendar Temple was built by the great sorcerer Zendar in 890 of the Massau era. Oh dear. That better not mean reading. It was a secret temple deep in the foundations of his house. The greatest sorcerers of Phenon met there regularly to exchange secrets about the art and take part in secret ceremonies. Zendar's Beshem was one of the most powerful ever made. The legend recounts that the great master took it with him to his grave, which is reputed to be inside the temple itself. The precise location of the Zendar temple is unknown to us today. Ars Magica, Volume 37. Unmask a demon spell. To force a demon with human appearance to reveal his demonic nature, mix a sham horn and dew of light in the Beshem. Well, that was a lot of reading. And we've got a couple of puzzles to do, I think, before we move on. Because I think we got 2 new alphabets, and if you remember, there are doors with different alphabets on them hidden around the base, so I'm guessing we've got to clear those out. We'll do that next episode. Thank you for watching. Come back for the next part of The Nomad Soul.